Come on, man. Come on, man. You know when I'm going on that walk, it's ready to get real. You feel me? What it do? Why teasy, man? It's your boy, Too Tall Bishop Jones, and you know what the fuck going on, man. It's your boy, Big Churchy, man. Fuck. And we back with another one, man. What? Yeah. So, I'm talking to my coworkers, you feel me? And they was asking me like, man, how the hell you do prison, man? Like, how was that shit like your first day was, you know? And I'm just talking about it, and I say, damn, I gotta make sure I do a story time for YTZ, man. YouTube need to hear this shit. Cause a lot of people, yo, think this shit is a game. They, look, you feel that fresh air, you can taste it? That shit ain't in there. So, when the feds grabbed me, right? I didn't know what the fuck was ready to happen, for real. So they sent me down to a place called Chesapeake Detention Center. That's where all the federal inmates in Baltimore and the surrounding areas will come before you get shipped off to the big boy jail, you feel me? So I'm down at Chesapeake Detention Center. That's like a supermax. It's like no movement, you feel me? It's no movement whatsoever. So I'm going through that shit for about a year, and everybody telling me, oh yeah, it's good food up there in the feds, it's steak and all this. So I'm like, all right, it should be cool. It's phones, it's liquor, it's grass, it's everything, you feel me? Because the feds a little different, a little upper echelon. But I'm like, it's my first time in federal, so we're gonna see how this shit play. They wake me up like 3 in the morning, like, come on, you about to go? You feel me? You about to go to wherever the fuck you about to go. Mind you, they gave me a choice of on the paper. It's about 30 jails. Yeah, we in Baltimore. Y'all know what's going on. So it's about 30 prisons you could choose from. I don't know why they do that, because they never send anybody to the one that they pick. You get your first choice, your second choice, and your third choice. Yo, they never send you to none of them. So I don't know why they do that, but whatever. I picked a few shit. They still ain't send me to none of them shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. It's like probably a good 10 motherfuckers leaving Chesapeake when I'm leaving. So we all getting on a Greyhound. Everybody trying to figure out what the fuck going on, where we going. Nobody know. They don't tell you. All you can do is get your family to just post money on your account. So they take us from Baltimore to Virginia. We drive to Virginia on the Greyhound. Mind you, the Greyhound, we all in shackles. It's just like the movies. It's cages in between each seat, and they shackle you in to the ground and to like this. So you just shackled. You ain't going nowhere. So they take us to an airstrip. Mind you, it's in the middle of no fucking way in Virginia, yo. An airstrip. We pull in there. It's probably like 20 other Greyhounds. And it's a line of inmates. It's probably like 50 people in front of each fucking Greyhound lined up. The whole entire fucking parking lot of the land strip was fucking filled with motherfucking people with shackles on. So I'm like, what the fuck? When I say it's just like the one movie, what's the one movie, yo? When they be on a plane trying to escape, Con Air. It's just exactly like Con Air. On a plane, all right, so let me get to that. So a big ass plane pulls up, yo. We sitting out there like 10 minutes, a big ass plane come landing. It was like a khaki-ish color plane. It was like, it used to be white, but it's so old. Yo, it had a big ass American flag on the side of it. I never seen a plane that's like the color and everything. I never seen no plane like this, a big ass flag on it. So everybody's starting to whisper and chatter now, looking around. We looking for people we might know, this and that, because it's people from everywhere. So everybody like, look, man, you either going to get on one of these buses and go to another city, or you getting on that plane and you going to fall from where you from. If y'all from Baltimore and y'all get on that plane, y'all going to California, San Diego, Sacramento, shit like that, Alabama. So I'm like, fuck, man, I'm trying to get visits and shit like that. So one thing led to another. They called my name to get on the bus going to Pennsylvania. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm close. That's a couple hours I can still get visits. I'm cool. I get on a Pennsylvania bus with a good 100 people. They shackle us on this and that. So now we on the drive. We going to Pennsylvania. It's a couple hours. Man, we've been cramped up all day. They gave us little bag lunches and shit like that. Nothing though. So on the bus the whole time is a bunch of country motherfuckers, LA gang members, Mexicans. Everybody just like, yeah, yo, where y'all from? How much time y'all got and where y'all going? So I'm sitting the fuck down and I'm being the fuck quiet. I don't know none of you niggas. You feel me? So I'm not saying nothing. But I'm listening to everybody talk. So I'm like, damn, motherfuckers getting 50s and all this. I got a little 5-piece. I'm like, man, I ain't saying shit. Yo, the motherfucker right next to me said, yeah, I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. He starts saying all this gangster disciple shit. I'm like, man, I don't got time for this shit, yo. Yo, like, yeah, them bitches gave me 88 years, but I'm fighting it. I'm gonna give it back. And all. I'm like, yo, I am not about to say I got 5 years and the nigga I'm sitting next to have 88 years. You don't do that. You just keep your fucking mouth quiet. So that's what I did. So we get to the spot. They call my name to get off the bus. I get off the bus. I'm looking around like, damn, I see baseball field, football field, and a bunch of dudes walking around. They all just looking at me like, so I'm like, man, here it go. My heart beating fast as shit. It's time to get back in that mode. Like, look, you ain't in Baltimore. It ain't out gang politics. Because if y'all don't know, I'm Eastside Ludus Park Power, and I be on gang time. So I'm like, it's not our politics. Everybody told me don't go in there with that shit because it's about cities. Where you from? It's not your gang. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, all right, I'm a Baltimore nigga. That's what it is. So I go in there. The police tell me like, look, here go your bunk. Here go your bed. Your bunk is number 2 and it's in building 3. You feel me? You got a bottom bunk. So I'm like, all right, bet. The motherfucker, I'm walking thinking he gonna show me where it's at. Yo, like, man, you on your own. You gotta look for the people in your city. I'm like, damn. So the officers don't run shit. So I'm walking to the building. I'm like, all right, building 2. I'm walking to the building. It's just hella dudes sitting outside the building. They like, yo, where you from? I'm like, I'm from Baltimore. What's up? They're like, oh, all right, bet. I'm ready to go get your peoples. They say that. About 3 Baltimore people came up. I'm looking like, man. So they press up on me. Who you is? Where you from? And all that. You banging and all that. So I'm getting to saying all my shit. They like, oh, all right, it's somebody here from your neighborhood. So I'm like, from my neighborhood? Who the fuck is that? Like, I'm trying to think, who the fuck is in the feds from my hood? So I'm like, whatever. I guess I'll see them eventually. So they like, yo, we need your paperwork and we need you to stay in your cell and don't leave your cell till we come back and get you. So if y'all don't know, your car, which is your city that you claiming, your car got to check your paperwork. If you're a snitch or something like that, they're going to beat your ass, stab you up or whatever they're going to do. Or if you good, you know what I mean, you good. So I'm sitting in there, after they got my paperwork, I'm sitting in there for about 2 hours. I see somebody come to my cell like, church. So I'm like, who the fuck is that? They like, yo, what's up, yo? I don't know who this is. He like, yo, I'm Jeezy, this and that. He ended up being a cool dude. He like, yo, your paperwork good, yo, come out. Come to the cell such and such. He like, yo, motherfuckers want to meet you. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I come over there, go to the cell. It's like 20 motherfuckers in this little ass cell. All of them got food, candy, and all that shit and giving it to me. Fucking clothes, everything you could pretty much think you'll need in prison. I'm talking about drugs, every fucking thing. So they all like, yeah, bro, it's good to have you here. You good with us. They showing me what to do, what not to do. And then all of a sudden, a motherfucker say, church. I turn around, it's my fucking uncle, yo. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, I'm thinking he was locked up in the state. I never knew he was in the Fed. This whole time he been, I'm like, yo, hell no. They like, yo, when they said somebody was from around my hood, I'm like, who the fuck? I said, me too. I'm thinking the same thing, like, who the fuck could be in here from around the way? Whole time my uncle was running to jail for real as far as our car. So he had his own cell, everything. He like, man, that's my nephew, we good. Like, so I was straight since then. Got my phone, you feel me? Start making plays, start getting the liquor and all that shit, start making my way. So, but if shit could not be that smooth sometimes, yo. That's what I'm saying. Shit could go left sometimes. Like, I probably got into my first fight a good weekend, a week into being in that building, over fucking love and hip hop. You feel me? So, matter of fact, the dude Jeezy that came to my cell to get me after they checked my paperwork, the dude Jeezy, like, yo, I'm about to get out in a couple days. You can have my chair in the TV room. So, jail TV is real important. So, you got to have a chair for one, and you got to have a spot. You got to have a time schedule, all type of shit of what you like to watch, because other people got that spot at different times. So we got to share with the whites, Mexicans, and the other races, and it get hectic. So Jeezy say I can have his chair. Mind you, Jeezy got a prime spot in the front, a nice chair that ain't broke, all that. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I love TV, blah, blah, blah. So I ain't seen Love and Hip Hop in fucking months, yo, because we was in the Supermax. They ain't really have TVs and cable and shit. So I ain't seen no real shit in a minute. So I'm like, oh shit, Love and Hip Hop come on tonight. Everybody like, hell yeah, boy, we love that shit. We gonna make some food. We gonna sit back and chill. You feel me? So I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, yo, prison it's fucked up to say, yo, prison can be cool and laid back sometimes, yo. But then there's other times where it's fucked up. So we cooking and all that. I come, get my chair. Jeezy gone at this point. I sit in the chair, write my name all on there and shit like I supposed to. So I go to sit in my chair. A Mexican dude come up like, what you doing? I'm looking like him like, what the fuck you mean what I'm doing? Like, I laughed at him like, what the fuck is you talking about? What am I doing? I don't even know you, bro. What you talking about? He like, man, that's my spot. That's my chair. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here. I say, yo, my homie in my car just left yesterday. He gave me all this. So what did you? He said, man, you just got here the other day. How you get a chair already? You gotta wait in line. I'm like, look, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with that. My man gave me his chair. That's what it is. I look at my uncle. My uncle like, man. So I'm like, yeah, man, go roll out. Like, you feel me? So yo, leave. So like an hour or so go by, because we watched the whole episode of Love and Hip Hop, and I think it was like an hour episode. So hour go by, the motherfucker waiting outside the TV room for me. Mind you, my uncle already left. So he coming to me while I'm coming out the TV room. All of us walking out. I see the little Mexican dude, but I ain't really paying it no mind. So my uncle like, yo, let me holler at you. My uncle take me to the corner like, yo, the Mexican dude feeling some type of way. He trying to get a fair one. So in the feds, the big homies got to talk to the big homies. Ain't no just crashing out. You can't do that, because if he didn't put his hands on me, it would have started a white, black versus Mexican. It would have started a fucking war. So you got to go through channels. You got to ask for permission. So he got his permission to see me. My uncle asked me what's up. Of course, I accepted it. We go in the bathroom. We do our thing. Of course, I put hands and feet on his little ass. He was small, but he was strong. What's up, babe? Can't lie. He was strong as shit. But we did what we did. We so in the bathroom we done fighting. He had enough. He like, I'm done, papa, done, poppy, done. He kept saying. His homeboys wanted to jump in it, but they'd have crashed the car. They'd have started a war. They don't want no war with Baltimore, because Baltimore is kind of like clicked up with DC in the Fed. So there's a lot of us when it's like that. So they ain't really want no war with that. So my uncle tell me, talk to the little motherfucker, man, get an understanding for real. So we end up talking. I'm like, look, I only like sports, you feel me, Love and Hip Hop. I was watching black, ain't anything with pretty girls and what's going on in the world type shit. So I'm like, he like, look, man, I just want to watch Telemundo. So I'm like, all right, man, look, you can have that shit when Telemundo on. I don't give a fuck. We gonna split the chair. I watch it. When the good shows and shit on, you watch that bullshit. He was like, look, man, my shit come on in the morning for real, like, and on this day, I'm like, all right, bet, we can rock out, we can split it. So we ended up getting the situation done, but it was like my first, literally, I got there on a Monday, I was fighting like Thursday, no cap. Like, the shit was crazy. I'm like, yo, I don't know how I'm gonna get through this shit without, going through a bunch of shit. Like, this shit is crazy, the first fucking week. The first time going to child breakfast and stuff, They fucking breakfast 4 in the morning. You feel me? You got to be there by like 15 minutes. So you got to get your ass on the move to get in there before that door's closed. You done to lunch, you feel me? So I go in there for breakfast for the first time. It's fucking segregated like the fucking 50s in that bitch. All the whites sit with the whites. Mexicans, Jamaicans with Jamaicans. And then as far as the blacks, every black is segregated to the city. So the DMV people right here, Maryland, DC, Virginia, Baltimore. Then you got the New York car, the North Carolina car, all that shit. Everybody got their own little 4 tables, 3 tables, depending on the size. And yeah, you sit over there, you don't sit nowhere else, and you don't talk to nobody else. I probably ain't have a Caucasian or like the only time I ever talked to a other race first was the Mexicans when we got into it. Other than that, the whites, nobody would talk to us. Like, you talk to your own kind, you deal with your own kind, and it's fucked up. But that's how it's ran in there. There's nothing we can do about it. But I became a tutor in the school in the GED program. I took my GED and I got high scores. They asked me if I could tutor other people and I could get paid, get time off, shit like that. So I'm like, hell yeah. So I end up having to talk to people. That's the only time they talk to me. We couldn't get drugs from them, liquor, none of that shit. It was always fuck us, fuck any other race. That's how all the races carried it. Like, fuck the Mexicans, fuck the blacks, fuck the Jamaicans. Like, everybody was the same way. So it's okay once you gotta intertwine, but if you don't have to intertwine, they will fucking let you stay on fire, brother. Dinner the same way. The barbershop was the same way. First time I went there, you can only get cut by blacks. You can only, like, everything is fucked up. So I try not to be like that when I'm home, because I'll be damned if I'll have that mindset, man. I don't raise my kids like that, so kids, I ain't got no damn kids. I got one daughter, but y'all get it. So yeah, I come back with a part 2 with all the other first time stuff, you know? We can do a little first time thing, because that shit is hectic. Like, subscribe, comment.